Hello, my cutie patooties, and welcome to frickin'. We are here live with my Twitch. Twitch, do you want to say hello to the YouTube gang? We are going to be listening to The Highwaymen. This is a song called Sunday Morning Coming Down, and this is live at the Nassau Coliseum in 1990. Before we jump into this, though, just a friendly reminder to please like and subscribe, and with all of that said, shall we get into it, my darlings? Yes, bring cookies and get cozy. I like it. Thank you. But yeah. Let's gar. Let's go, gang. Let's freaking gar.
Well, I woke up Sunday morning, no way to hold my head that didn't hurt. And the beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert.
Oh, yeah. Brr.
Then I fumbled through my closet for my clothes, found my cleanest dirty shirt.
My cleanest dirty shirt.
And I washed my face and combed my hair, stumbled down the stairs to meet the day.
I smoked my mind the night before,
Johnny.
cigarettes and songs that I'd been picking. But I lit my first and watched a small boy cussing at a can that he'd been kicking. I crossed the empty streets, caught the Sunday smell of someone frying chicken. And it took me back to something that I lost somewhere, somehow along the way.
Okay. Before we get into this next portion, this is lovely so far. Minus the fact that, you know, they're obviously talking about, you know, the first two lyrics in here. I woke up Sunday morning with no way to hold my head that didn't hurt. And then the next part. And the beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert. No. Oh no, buddy, no. No. Okay, so they're hungover. And they're kind of doing the hair of the dog, as they call it. Where they just keep on drinking. They just keep on drinking. So obviously this person is having a rough go of it, a rough time for surezies. So that beginning portion was Kriskristofferson, I believe, if I'm correct. And then obviously this is Johnny Cash here. This is a cool super group. And then you can see Willie, he was in the background. I think he had a whole bunch of America, like a bandana and something else on. Willie was in the background. And then I'm honestly not too familiar with WaylonJennings. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with WaylonJennings, so please, forgive me if I don't pick him out, of the peeps in that video, but I will do my best. Regardless, this is an interesting song, especially lyrically. It's got a lovely, like, sound to it. Obviously, the vocals are quite nice. Like, you got a freaking super group of willienelson, kriskristofferson, freaking Johnny Cash, as well as Waylon, who I personally hadn't heard before, or haven't heard before. So let's continue and see where they take us.
And it took me back to something that I lost somewhere, somehow along the way. Sunday morning sidewalk.
Okay, well, it was Waylon.
I'm
That's quite obvious.
wishing, Lord, that I was strong. 'Cause there's something in a Sunday that makes a body feel alone. There ain't nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound of a sleeping city sidewalk. Sunday morning coming down.
Sad.
In the park I saw a daddy with a laughing little girl that he was swinging. And I stopped beside a Sunday school, listened to the songs that they was singing, bringing in the sheaves.
Then I headed back for home. Somewhere far away, a lonesome bell was ringing. And it echoed through the canyon like the disappearing dreams yesterday.
Okay, wait. Before they continue, this person is having a hard time. On Sunday morning sidewalk, I'm wishing, Lord, that I was stoned, 'cause there's something in a Sunday that makes a body feel alone. There ain't nothing short of dying, oh, half as lonesome as the sound of the city or the sleeping city sidewalk Sunday morning coming down. In the park, I saw a daddy with a laughing little girl that he was swinging, and stopped beside a Sunday school, listened to the songs that they were singing. Bring it in the sheets. Pardon me, I don't know what that means. Bring it in the sheets. But continuing, I headed back for home. Somewhere far away, a lonesome bell was ringing, and it echoed through the canyon like the disappearing dreams of yesterday. This is sad. Sounds like somebody in the beginning, struggling with alcoholism, and they had a great night last night, I'm assuming, because last night would have been Saturday night. And now they wake up Sunday morning feeling like garbage, alone, and just like reflecting on the way that their life is and how they're not happy. And all the stuff that they're looking at, and that brings them, like it's a happy thing to look at, but it's not yours, like it's not your life that you're looking at, and so it's kind of this very lonely feeling that they're getting. But let's continue listening and finish this up.
Go through the canyon like the disappearing dreams yesterday.
On a Sunday morning sidewalk, I'm wishing, Lord, that I was strong. 'Cause there's something about a Sunday that'll make your body feel alone. There ain't nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound of a sleeping city sidewalk. Sunday morning coming down.
That is freaking sad, man. The music itself is quite lovely. Obviously melancholy to match the lyrics and kind of what they're talking about. The way also too that the song is kind of performed, it has this, I don't know what the word is necessarily called, but it's kind of like a rhythm that not necessarily like a folk sound, but it's like when you listen to like a folk kind of story song, you know, like a song that tells like a whole story. It kind of has like a way that it's sung, a way that it's like a cadence. And I can't exactly, I feel like there's a word for it, but it kind of has that a bit to it. For whatever reason, maybe it's Kris Kristofferson, and I was thinking of Jeff Bridges. But there's a movie called Crazy Heart I remember watching when I was in my teens, and there was a song from that I just absolutely loved. I think it was the one near the end. But yeah, maybe it's just Kris Kristofferson that made me think of Jeff Bridges and Crazy Heart, but I think also, actually no, I think also the energy of this song, the way that it sounds beautiful, but it's quite melancholic about kind of like the downfall of oneself, is kind of parallel with the story of the movie Crazy Heart, because it's about like a singer that, you know, fell into becoming an alcoholic, and he used to be a really popular singer and artist, and he's not so much anymore, and it's kind of like his story of getting back to who he wants to be, you know. So you kind of meet him at rock bottom. So maybe that's why this also makes me think of that movie, but that was really lovely. So thank you very much for recommending that. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.